Welcome to the Interstellar Stories channel. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into a topic. Regardless of its past or origins, Halloween is observed globally by a diverse range of individuals in a multitude of ways. It was called All Hallows' Eve in the past, when people honored the deceased. It became cultural over time. It's gotten so marketed for Americans. Stores start to display Halloween decor several months ahead of time. Regretfully, the focus of this commercialized celebration has evolved from harmless costumes to a more intentional and malevolent appeal to anything grotesque and heathen. This commercialized holiday has surely been subverted by Satan to focus quietly on the nasty and wicked. How did Halloween come to be? A lot of people think that the Celtic year started with the Samhain feast. Samhain was a time when people gathered to construct winter shelters, and farmers brought cattle in from summer pastures. In addition to its religious importance, the event was observed by burning fruits, vegetables, grains, and maybe even animals as sacrifices to the gods. Samhain was described in old Celtic mythology as a mystical season of transition, during which fairies performed spells and significant battles were waged. The boundaries between the natural and supernatural realms were being breached at the time. The Celts held that at this time the dead may indeed wander among the living. In Samhain, the dead were thought to hold mysteries about the future, and the living were allowed to have visits with them. Academics estimate that these ancient traditions from almost 2,000 years ago are where Halloween's associations with food, spirits, and fortune-telling originated. Many of the customs of the pagan Celts survived even after the people became Christianized. In the 800s AD, the Church established All Saints' Day on November 1st. About 200 years later, it added All Souls' Day on November 2nd. This day was set aside for people to pray for friends and family who had died. People made many of the old pagan customs part of this Christian holy day. Some people put out food for their ancestors, or left a lantern burning in the window so that ghosts could find their way home for the night. Through the years, various regions of Europe developed their own Halloween customs. In Wales, for example, each person put a white stone near the Halloween fire at night, and then checked in the morning to see whether the stone was still there. If it was, the person would live another year. Halloween's history in the United States dates back to the first settlers. Many of the early English immigrants to America carried different ideas about witches and ghosts with them. Many immigrants from Scotland and Ireland brought their Halloween customs to the United States in the 1800s. Other cultures infused Halloween traditions with elements of their own cultures. German immigrants brought with them vivid stories of witchcraft, while African and Haitian immigrants brought with them their traditional voodoo practices including fire, witchcraft, and black cats.